the raw content campaign / the spam campaign. This is for those of you that maybe run like TikTok Shop, or you have a big affiliate network, or for those on the Ecom bounty program, if you know, soon to be available to those in Evolve, and you've got a ton of ads getting thrown into your account. We would recommend handling these in a raw content campaign, especially if you don't have sufficient budget. I'm going to talk about some of the FAQ, like how many ad concepts you can test. Again, I'll give you guys this formula and really try to break this down. But essentially the raw content campaign, the only thing that has changed here is rather than using the typical setup here where we would have, let's just say 1, 2, 3 individual ads, what we're actually doing now is we're just consolidating this into a flexible ad. And so this would just be flexible ad number 1. And Meta has this weird glitch where you can't actually like type multiple times in a row. I don't know why it does that, but this would just be flexible ad. And inside of here, what you're going to do is you're going to create ad, and then you're going to go down and you're going to select flexible. And then by selecting flexible, it's going to allow you to select multiple images or multiple videos. So this is like Meta's new version of a DCT. And so the reason why we're doing this is just because it allows Meta to be like less stressed and like less overwhelmed with content. So rather than having 3 individual ads, we just pop inside of a flexible ad and we just let it rip. And inside of this raw content campaign, again, this is only for those of you that have like tons of content coming in from like affiliate or creators, or if you're on TikTok Shop or whatever, and you just want to spam test a bunch of stuff, we would recommend that, hey, you've got your flexible test or your spam test or raw content test number 1. You're going to quickly duplicate this. And I know this says UGC video. This, again, it's not UGC. This is essentially anything that is just excessive content, or what I would say non-strategized content. And so just to quickly define that, you essentially have strategized content where like someone thinks through the ad, thinks through the brief, and has someone execute it, whether that's UGC or just, like an AI voiceover video or a static ad. That is strategized content. And then on the other side, you have non-strategized content, which is for those of you that are like just pumping out random AI stuff, or have, again, a bunch of TikTok affiliates or a bunch of creators just making a bunch of content for you, and you're not strategizing, you're not really thinking about it. It's just content coming in that you want to test. Then you would put this inside of a raw content campaign. And again, this would essentially be, raw content test number 1, and you would put 3 of them, or if you have 4 of them or 5 of them or 6 of them, again, you can put up to 10, but ideally it's under one concept. You would have all of that just inside of this one flexible ad. And then again, you have raw content number 2. And what's nice about this, if like a creator sends you like 4 videos or 5 videos, or you have an AI tool make 5 images for you under one concept, again, you just pump it all into a flexible ad set. You can still add the 2 primary texts and the 2 headline texts, just following the 3-2-2. But in here, the idea is that you're not overwhelming Meta as much with individual ads. You're just essentially putting flexible ads in here. Now, again, as we've talked about, these flexible ads, you can't actually see the breakdown of the ads. And so what we have found that you need to do is you need to, if you do see an ad starting to get a bunch of spend, say you filter by spend and this raw content campaign has an ad that is actually cooking, if you want to do learnings on it and you actually want to see what is working, you're going to preview this and you'll just go and view it on the Facebook ads platform or Instagram platform to see what specific variant is actually working. And then you can process learnings on it. Now, that's not always 100% accurate, but essentially that's the best thing that you can do. At the end of the day, at least you'll know that this content that, again, you're just putting in another campaign, kind of similar to the zombie strategy, where again, you're just not really thinking about it. You're just kind of setting it and forgetting it. And then if something starts working, you can study it. And then from there, again, do some strategized ads, do some iterations or variations of whatever's working in the raw content campaign or of whatever is working in the zombie campaign. And then you can launch those new iterations back into your main 3-2-2 campaign.